Please remain standing until the colors have been posted and remove your hats for the singing of the national anthem, followed by my old Kentucky home with the Blazer Band and Choir.
Left, left, right, left, 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 right, left, left, work time, on.
Please be seated. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2025, LaBryant Strader.
Good evening. My name is LaBryant Strader. As your salutatorian, quarterback, and proud member of the 2025 Ashland Paul Blazer High School graduating class, I would like to thank everyone for joining us this evening to celebrate this wonderful accomplishment. Tonight, we find ourselves on the cusp of starting a new chapter in our lives, where the memories we have created over the last 4 years serve as both a foundation and a reminder of the friendships we've built and the unique challenges each one of us has overcome to reach this monumental milestone in our academic careers. We will take the lessons learned at Ashland and use them as a guide to step into the real world with purpose and determination, with the ultimate goal of making a positive impact on the future. Our graduating class will enter an interconnected world that evolves daily. Unlike our parents' generation, we've grown up in a world shaped by technology, global connectivity, and endless possibilities. While the traditional path 20 years ago was to graduate high school, go to college, and land a good job, today's workforce demands adaptability, innovation, and the ability to pivot quickly in a digital landscape. Our generation also faces a shortage of skilled trade workers. For my classmates entering trade schools, the opportunities ahead are vast. Careers in fields like plumbing, electrical work, welding, and mechanics are vital to keeping our communities running. These hands-on trades are just as crucial as those pursuing higher education or starting businesses. But the future doesn't just hold jobs we already know. As technology advances, many of us will find ourselves in roles that don't even exist yet, like managing new technologies, working in renewable energy, or jobs created by industries we can't yet imagine. The key will be our ability to adapt and grow in these changing fields. Whether we're in traditional trades, high-tech careers, or new jobs that haven't been invented, every role matters. By combining innovation with practical expertise, we'll build a future that values skill, adaptability, and teamwork. Classmates, tonight is not just a celebration of our hard work, it is a testament to the support, encouragement, and belief others have had in us. None of us arrived at this moment alone. Somewhere in this gym, or watching from a distance on my town, is a family member, friend, teacher, or mentor who motivated you to reach the finish line tonight. I would like you to take a few seconds, make eye contact with that person if they are here, and say thank you for being part of my journey. I would like to personally thank my family for all the support they've given me over the years. I love you all, and thank you. It is truly an honor to stand before you tonight as we gather one final time to celebrate this milestone. This achievement reflects 13 years of hard work, perseverance, and personal growth, shaping us into the individuals we are today. As we step into the next phase of our lives, I encourage all of us to recognize the immense talent and potential within us, and maximize that potential to bring positive change and leave a lasting imprint on the world. One of the greatest lessons I've learned from my time as a student athlete at Ashland is that success is not measured solely by individual achievements. True success is measured by how we use our talents, gifts, and platform to uplift others around us. We are entering a world that is rapidly transforming and constantly evolving. This world will require visionaries, problem solvers, innovators, and compassionate leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, the talent you see before you in the class of 2025 is more than prepared to embrace the challenges facing today's society, and we are ready to step up and rise together to improve the communities we serve. In closing, I have loved my 4 years at Paul Blazer High School, and sometimes I'm sad to see my time here come to an end, but I am confident that many of the friendships and connections I have made here will last a lifetime. To paraphrase the words of Coach Bill Tom Ross, you can go to any high school in the country and be a student for 4 years, or you can go to Ashland and be a Tomcat for the rest of your life. Thank you.
On behalf of the faculty and staff of Paul Blazer High School, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the 140th commencement exercise of Ashland Paul Blazer. We gather here tonight to witness a tradition that nearly 30,000 others have done before. They become graduates of arguably the most tradition-filled high school in our state. Some of you sit here tonight just as your parents did, and your grandparents, and your great-grandparents, and your great-great-grandparents. You catch the drift. You join a community of alumni that are proud to call Ashland home. You also sit here tonight prepared for your next step in life. You may be one of the 139 students here tonight that received a scholarship to attend college this fall. You may be one of the 119 students that earned work-ready status, proving to our community that you have the skills and know-how to succeed in our workforce. Or you may be sitting here tonight celebrating the fact that you passed one of the 275 CTE certification exams, proving you're able to demonstrate proficiencies that our workforce partners are looking for in specific areas. This covers everything from welding to early childhood education. And Facebook says we don't have vocational schools. Set aside all of that, you sit here tonight ready to make your imprint on the world. You find yourself prepared and ready to be successful in all that you do. And for that, we are proud. We're excited tonight to be joined by several members of our community that work diligently each day to see our school be successful. Mr. Sean Howard, he's the superintendent of Ashland Schools. Board members Don Ashby, Bill Bradley, Dave Williams, and Joe Coleman. Also in attendance tonight, assistant principals Steve Downey and Brad Green, guidance counselors Chad Tackett, Beth Ingram, judges John Vincent and George Davis, Mayor Chuck Charles, along with Commissioner Marty Goot. And finally, if you're here tonight and are a member of the faculty and staff of Paul Blazer High School, a teacher, staff member, or administrator at Ashland Middle School or one of our 5 elementary schools, I ask that you stand as we thank you tonight for the daily investment that you have that has led us to this celebration tonight. At this time, it is my honor to introduce to you the valedictorian of the 2025 class, Anna Boca.
I think this is the part where I'm supposed to address all the family, friends, parents, teachers, and staff that are here in the audience with us today. But this isn't their ceremony, and this speech is not for them. It is for you guys. So I'm going to skip that part. Thank you to all of my classmates for being here with me today and for every milestone we've accomplished together over these past 4 years. Some of you I've come to know better than I know myself, and others I unfortunately hardly know at all. Looking back over these past 4 years, there's one thing that comes to mind when I consider what has shaped all of us the most: friendship. I don't mean to sound all My Little Pony, but if we stop and consider, it's so true. We've all had friends who have stood by our side through thick and thin. Friends that talk to you until 2 in the morning when you have a bad day. The friends who show up at your house when you need a shoulder to cry on. Friends that let you scream and ramble until you decided the problem was pointless in the first place. Friends that no matter how many fights or low points you have, you always find your way back to each other because that is more important than any roadblock you might face. Keep finding your way back to those people because losing a true friend is worse than any heartbreak. We've also had friends who teach us lessons about how to trust again and how to forgive. They are equally important experiences when it comes to shaping us individually. There are 3 quotes that I thought of when I was thinking about the past 4 years and the impact every one of you have had on my high school experience. The first one. Friends are the family you choose. I've been blessed with a loving and supportive family, but I know that's not the case for all of us here. Sometimes our friends are the ones who are there for us on our darkest days and see us at our lowest lows or highest highs. There are people sitting in front of me today who I consider to be a second family. I'm going to take a moment to thank my academic team and any of you who are on at any point in time. James and Abe, I'm looking at you. Lambert and this team were pillars in my high school experience, and through them I learned that family doesn't stop at blood. Whether it was through a team, a club, volunteering, a class, or a sport, whatever it was, I hope every one of you was able to find at least one of those friendships in our 4 years here. Hold on to those friendships and continue to make ones like them. The second quote. Folks like to say that things happen for a reason. I like to say that people happen for a reason. This quote is actually from a Broadway musical called Shucked by Brandy Clark and Shane McGonigal. I know Bob is probably rolling his eyes right now. This is a quote I've considered a lot in the past few months in the face of end-of-the-year tensions, typical high school drama as we all get ready for leave. Not all of us got along for all of our time here. Sometimes people are placed in our lives as learning curves to show us how to choose the right thing over the easy thing, even when it feels like you have to stand alone to do that. Some people can teach us about ourselves, whether it be growing because of and with them or in spite of them. Riley taught me how to always be kind. Thank you. Emily, your proof that hard work always pays off. And Eric, thank you for everything you've taught me and all that we've been through. You and I learned how to laugh together through countless misadventures, good and bad. They say that variety is the spice of life, so thank you for being that variety. Number 3. A.A. Milne was the creator of Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, and Tigger, and many other characters. The main theme in their stories was friendship and its importance. One of his most famous quotes is, "How lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." Many of us are excited for our next steps after graduation, but even that excitement is a bit bittersweet. We're leaving behind friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, teachers, coaches, frenemies, and everything in between. We will no longer see each other in the halls every day, gather at the football field together, or be crammed in the sweaty gym for a pep rally. There are no more Tomcat Spirit Weeks or candy bar sales. We're not all going to clap along to the pep song anymore, albeit offbeat, but we're closing a chapter in our lives, and if it makes you even a little sad, I hope it's because you had one heck of a ride that's worth missing. I look around me today, and I see memories in every face. I see my best friends, who I love like brothers and sisters, that volunteered with me at 12 a.m., talked to me on the phone for countless hours, occasionally schooled me on the pickleball courts, and made me laugh when I wanted to quit. I see those of you who survived running the office with me, even when the papers to file seemed endless. I see people who I only waved to in the hallways, but even you guys had an impact on me. Everyone in here has affected everyone else in some way. Don't stop seeking new friendships and never stop being a good friend. It's one of the most important things in life. As our time here draws to an end, and I'm sure you're getting tired of me talking, I would like to leave you with a final quote from Dead Stars by Ada Limon, courtesy of Mrs. Sarah Prophet. Look, we are not unspectacular things. We've come this far, survived this much. We've all jumped through hoops and overcome obstacles to get to today. Never stop fighting, even when all you want to do is surrender. Rocky now doesn't mean rocky forever. You can do hard things. I can do hard things. We are all capable of being spectacular. Thank you for your time, and congratulations, class of 2025.
At this time, please welcome to the stage Chad Tackett and Beth Ingram for the presentation of the Pollock Award.
One of the most prestigious awards given at Paul G. Blazer High School is the Pollock Award. Since 1923, the Pollock Awards have been given to the students who have demonstrated outstanding scholarship, outstanding character, and outstanding leadership. Any senior may be nominated by a faculty member, and faculty votes by secret ballot. A gold ring is given to the most outstanding girl, and a watch is given to the most outstanding boy in the graduating class. The most outstanding young lady in the class of 2025 has been a tremendous part of our school community. This young lady possesses the attributes and characteristics that exemplify a Pollock Award winner: a positive attitude, displays respect to all, high moral character, and a drive for both learning and helping others. She's a member of National Honor Society, Beta Club, Key Club, Youth for Christ, and many more. This young lady is certainly an accomplished academic student, athlete, and member of the student body. But what makes her truly worthy of a Pollock Award is her positive attitude and kindness and courtesy that she shows to everyone. One of her teachers wrote, "She is a ray of sunshine, no matter how early it is, passing through the hallways, smiling at everyone and saying hello." Another stated, "My respect for her goes beyond the classroom walls. She is not just a great student, she is a great person." She is graduating tonight, summa cum laude. She plans to attend Eastern Kentucky University with plans to become a physical therapist. She's the daughter of Bill and Laura Bradley. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Miss Kennedy Breckenridge Bradley.
It's with great pleasure that I present the Pollock Award to the most outstanding young man in the class of 2025. This year's recipient has demonstrated excellence in the classroom as well as in sports. He's a leader on campus and in our community. He possesses an outstanding work ethic, which is evident by the success he's achieved in multiple areas. He's involved in numerous clubs here at Blazer and has participated in a variety of sports during his time as a student here. His ability to juggle and handle so many different activities speaks volumes to his work ethic and dedication. He's a great representation of what Ashland and being an Ashland Tomcat is all about. As one teacher stated in his recommendation, he is kind to everyone he meets. He always has a smile on his face and is willing to help anyone in need. Personally, I know this young man by many nicknames: LB, QB1, and the most famous of all, Pork Chop. He is graduating tonight as our salutatorian, and he plans to attend the University of Louisville in the fall and major in biology with an emphasis in biomedical science and eventually attend medical school. He is the son of Jason and Jane Strader. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Mr. LeBryant J. Allen Strader as the most outstanding young man. At this time, I'd like to present the class of 2025 and welcome to the stage Mr. Sean Howard, Superintendent of Ashland Independent Schools. Would the graduating class of 2025 please stand? Board members of Ashland Independent Schools, these students have fulfilled the requirements of Ashland Paul Blazer High School, the Ashland Board of Education, and the State Department of Education. I recommend the conferring of their diplomas. Grace Laney. Anna Ruth Oakwood. LeBryant J. Allen Strader. Jax Lee Buchanan. Eric Ezekiel Ware. Kirk Alexander Hay. Elena Mae Lucas. Aubrey Lynn Foster. Kaylee Brianne Tackett. Arsema Hassett Smith-Mensa. Amelia Danielle Akers. Emery Campbell Rogers. J.C. Brooks Stevens. Abigail Grace Hall. Kennedy Breckenridge Bradley. Grace Caroline Clark. Callista Williams. Vera Hauk. Hannah Michelle Payne. Kaya Marie Mantle. Xander Neil Carter. Miriam Elizabeth Howard. Peggy Gabriella Cashola. Dea Lindor Schlomer. Audrey Virginia William. Jacob Patrick Kelly. Owen Thomas Ratliff. James Michael Stoltz. Mary Elizabeth Boland. Michaela Renee Daniels. Rachel Isabella Campbell. Tyson John Malone. Emily Brooke Williams. Natalie Grace Anderson. Madison Nicole Knuckles. Benjamin Vance Thompson. Cameron Ty Ely. Phoenix Dawn Fannin. Emily Ann York. Addison Brianne Elizabeth Mulvaney. Amison Riley Little. Jaden Elizabeth Odell. Winter Lynn Stacy. Carly Ann Atkins. Ian Nicholas Johnston. Ryan Patrick Lewis. Emily Grace Neese. Natalie Nicole Lynn Eason. Keely Michelle Morris. Renee Poole. Caden Phillip Bradley. Gracie Janine Newcomb. Jonathan Thomas Tibbs. Addison Lynn Rice. Ashton Kinley Woods. Joe Workman. Kiera Ray Niff. Caden Michael Church. Michael Grant Agee. Eli Gray James Day. Brillhart. Emily Nicole Butcher. Bryson Noah Ward. Preston David Hoskins. Samantha Marie Barnes. Benjamin Carter Kelly. Alexandra Renee Scott. Aiden Matthew Johnson. Andrew Lee Kelly. Tayshawn Quinn McDonald. Caitlin Marie Huff. Jackson David Billups. Sophia Faye Remy. Kyra Jaden Traylor. Jaden Jewel Howard. Sarah Hernandez. Nicholas Alexander Williams. Sadie Jane Chaffins. Braden Roger Jude. Daniel Jeremiah Keaton. Brooklyn Braylon Coons. Madison Hope Pritchard. Christopher Daniel Peters. Aaron Lucas Wilson. Christopher Allen Helms. Isabella Harmony Laudenbach. Charles Jaden Patrick Darlis. Chase Alexander Jarvis. Reagan Nicole Conley. Whitley Grace Rhodes. Ella Dawn Hall. Taylor Jane Kikowski. Anaya Nicole Arlene Caldwell. Kaya Zolana Robinson. Madeline Grace Taylor. Kennedy Reese Atkins. Brian Allen Church. Michael Compliment. Savannah Alexis Barnes. Kylie Jane Fields. Danson Walker Artis. Caleb Michael Elliott. Orion Parks Kelly. Peyton Rose Hensley. Braxton Rashawn Jennings. Keandre Michael Ellswick. Jason James Brogan. Madison Eileen Entwistle. Noah Michael Adams. Easton McLean Atkins. Alan Cage Albertson. Abraham Samuel Ryan Arnold. Lauren Cheyenne Berry. Danielle Marie Elizabeth Bowling. Chance Aaron Boyan. Elliot Chavera. Parker Wade Church. Logan Nicholas Collins. Aiden James Conley. Madeline Elizabeth Davis. Triviana Kaiden Emery DeHart. Caden James Estes. Zoe Michelle Page Evans. Harold Gordon Fisk. Isaac Reese Bout. Adam Edward Frame. Tyler Harrison Griffith. Landon David Gullett. Taylor Renee Hamilton. Taylor Michael Michelle Hood. Donovan Amir James. Aiden Malik Johnston. Emily Marie Jones. Rylan Elijah Jameson Kelly. Nicholas Tucker Moore. Owen Brock Morris. Alexis Jaden Oney. Chastity Ann Parsley. Haven Mally Ashland Payne. Hayak Dane Paragucci Armanduana. Braden Isaiah Pinkerman. Jacob Alexander Randolph. Joshua Caden Lee Relaford. Jalen Alexis Marie Roberts. Trent Ryder Robinson. Miranda Leanne Sawyers. Chase Douglas Smith. Kashawn Raquez Schmeiser. Isabella Grace Terrazon. Jaden Eli Thomas. Cody Allen Wallen. Malachi Xavier Ward. Nathaniel Jacob Wilson. Damian Xavier Wood. Ashton David Yates. Jason Ronald Young. Hunter Alden Berry. Please stand for the singing of our alma mater.
Thank you much. You're welcome. My leg is kind of stiff.
Seated graduates, please remain standing. Graduates, you may now move your tassel to the graduate position. Please be seated. Finally, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the president of the Blazer High School senior class, Mr. Eric Ware. All right. This is right. Hold on. Now, I plan to do that bit because I'm a super cool guy who plans bits. After Anna's speech, I think it might be best if you guys couldn't see my eyes are watering up or not. You guys ready? One more speech and you're going home? Good evening, everyone. I'm Eric Ware, the senior class president, and it is my honor to speak here today. Now, the other two wonderful students you heard from today, they got to speak because for 4 years, they took the hardest classes and they got the best grades in those hardest classes. They beat over 170 other students to be here today, and they should be very proud of themselves. Now that looked really hard, so instead, this September, I dressed up in a suit and I took a bunch of pictures of myself and I made them stickers and they were all over the campus. As it should be. Needless to say, faculty,
graduates, family members who can't wait for me to stop talking. If you're gonna listen to two, listen to those two. I would like to take a moment at the beginning of my speech to express my gratitude for the excellent teachers and faculty we have here at Blazer. It's easy to forget how lucky we are to have such hardworking, compassionate, and empathetic teachers to spend our time with. At this point, I wanted to single out a teacher or a group of teachers who have made a particular impact on me and others. But I rewrote this and I rewrote it and I rewrote it, and I wrote about one teacher, and then 3, and then 5, and I think that in itself shows how lucky we are here. So I'll just say this. I can tell you for a fact that without these teachers believing in me, not only would I not be standing on this stage today, but I know that without their outstanding patience, I and many others will be sitting much further back than we are right now. So since I can't thank every teacher in this speech, graduates, I got one more piece of homework for you. After this, go to your favorite teacher or a teacher that found to let you pass AP Lit. Shake their hand, hug them, pull out the phone that you watch moms in their class every day, and take a picture. Let's give one more round of applause for our wonderful faculty. That's enough. This is about me. Now, as we enter the reflection and pep talk part of the show, this is the part where I get to pretend to know more than any of you about life or perseverance or what it means to be a student, and you have to pretend to forget that I'm up here because I made really good stickers. So if we just do that, heck, I might even say something accidentally poetic or meaningful, like I didn't steal it from ChatGPT or finish writing the speech an hour ago. Looking back, we've come so far from the wide-eyed, nervous freshmen we were 4 years ago. Over the years, we've all worked hard and overcome so much to become the wonderful people who surround me today. Slowly, without us even noticing it, we've become leaders in our community. We've won championships, mastered our instruments, passed our finals, however precariously, and now we get to sit here at the finish line and revel in our accomplishments. Breathe it in, really, you've earned it. Hopefully, however, you've realized, like I have, that this is not about our accolades. It was never about the medals, or the ribbons, or the cords. It was about the people we got to push ourselves to greatness with. Behind every championship, there's a Waffle House trip where the team becomes family. Behind every great halftime show, there are months of growth and becoming better people and friends to each other, followed by a Waffle House trip. I guess what I'm trying to say is it really was always about Waffle House. In all seriousness, I want you to realize that if our freshman selves could look at us now, they'd be inspired. My freshman self would have to crank his neck a little bit and brush his hair. But they would be able to see that it was all the hard work was worth it in the end. In preparation for this speech, I cheated a little bit and I watched other class president speeches to see what I was supposed to talk about up here. And a prevalent idea in many of them was near the end, the speaker would say, "You're all great. Never change, never lose this, that, or the other about you." I think that's a little silly. I hope every one of you changes. For the next minute or two, for the next minute or two, I'm still your class president, and I order you to change. I order each and every one of you to go forth into the world and continue to grow as I've watched you grow for the last 4 years. Grow into someone that you will be proud of in another 4 years, and then another, and then another, and then another 4. I order you to outdo yourself at every turn, to be a better person than you ever thought you could be, and to lift each other up as you do so. I've also heard that comparison is the thief of joy. A lot of silly quotes. I think that's silly because I've grown up for the last 9 years sitting about 3 feet from Anna Bocook, our valedictorian, and a dear friend of mine. And if I let comparison steal my joy, I'd never smile again. Anna Bocook is one of the most hardworking, empathetic people I've ever had the privilege to be around. She works night and day to excel at everything she does, and consequently is far better at it than me at any of those things. That did not steal my joy. Being around greatness drags everyone else upwards. Thanks, Anna. One moment. I've spoken at length, probably too much length at this point, about other people's quotes or platitudes or truths. So for the conclusion of this speech, I'll offer you one of my own that I made up because I'm very smart. You ready? That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. This quote, of course, is about us and our graduation. While our steps across this stage just a few moments ago might have felt like an uncomfortable shuffle forward, where you pretend Mr. Campbell pronounced your name correctly, or that everyone isn't staring at you. But in reality, the world has been forever changed. As we move forward into our lives, the untold potential that rests in our class will no doubt be felt around the world, perhaps even on the moon. In all seriousness, I can't wait to see where all of us end up, because you people are some of the most passionate dorks I know, and I know whatever horizons you set yourself, you will excel. Thanks for listening to me ramble. I can't wait to see where all of you end up in a few years at the reunion party that I will definitely remember to do. Thank you. See you then.
Why did I agree to let him speak? Take your glasses and get out, please. Graduates, please stand. Distinguished guests, family, and friends, I present to you the class and graduates of Paul Blazer High School, class of 2025. let the graduates get out
Okay, well, I'm
before
worried
we
about my
start
name.
coming out and